Hey everybody, more math. That's all is exciting. Here we go. Yesterday we started our great estimation book and we finished our Grapes of Math riddle book. So we'll be looking at new things. And remember, we were looking at pictures about how many. About how many is 100? About how many is 1,000? So, I want you to look. About how many cherries do you think that is? Well, that's not a really big number. I'm going to say 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's pretty easy to count. What about this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's about half. I'm going to guess there's about 100. I don't need to know exactly, just about. It's close enough. When you go to the grocery store, you buy a quart of cherries or a pint. What do you think? How many cherries were in that little box? They just all kind of tumbled out. That looks, what do you think? Is it closer to 10 or closer to 100? It may not be exactly 100, but it's closer to 100 than it is to 10. So I'm going to estimate about 100, maybe between 85 and 100. Doesn't look quite as many, but it's closer to 100 than it is to 10. Ooh, look at all the pennies. If you were to dump out your piggy banks, and I'm not saying go do that, but if you did, how many coins would be in there? Grandma and Grandpa have given you a lot of coins over the years. Well, here's 100 pennies. Here's 1,000 pennies. Now, granted, you've got some nickels and dimes and quarters in there too, but do you think you have closer to 100 pennies or 1,000 pennies? Would be a good guess. I bet you have more than 100 pennies. I don't know that you have 1,000. But your piggy banks are getting pretty full. Pennies weigh 1 pound. About how many pennies do you see? There are more than 100 pennies in a pound, but fewer than 500. In fact, there are 182 pennies in a pound, and you can use that information to estimate how many pennies you have if you know how much they weigh. Suppose you had a jar of pennies that weighed 15 pounds. Oh, well, a pound of pennies is worth just a little under $2. So 15 pounds of pennies, 15 times 2 would be about $30 worth of pennies, but not quite. So not quite 200 pennies in each group of pounds. 20 times 15. It's a lot. And skip count by twos. 200, 400, 600, 800. Figure those kind of things out. Make a guess. So there was 100 pennies. Here's 182, a pound's worth. And here is 1,000. How many pennies do you think are in your piggy bank? That's a good question. Grandma may have to do some repair work on this book. She's done that before. All right. How fast is it? A black mamba snake. Wow. The black mamba lives in Africa. It's the fastest snake in the world. It can slither 12 miles per hour. That's faster than a 5-year-old child can run. These snakes can climb trees quickly, too. Many people think the black mamba is the most dangerous snake in the world. Have you ever seen someone drive a lawnmower? A sit-down lawnmower rolls and cuts grass at about 6 miles per hour. The fastest snake can move twice as fast as that. How about that? Here's pictures of some of the money we've used. How much silver is there in a dime? Since 1965, there's been no silver at all in our dimes and quarters. This is because there was a world shortage of silver. It was necessary to conserve silver supplies for industry and military use. Since 1970, our dollars have not been made of silver either. So what's the difference between the value of gold and silver coins and paper money? Gold and silver coins were worth the exact value of gold or silver that it was made from. The coins could be exchanged for goods for the value of the gold or silver. Paper money was different. The paper itself was worth nothing. It was a promise from the bank to pay the holder of the note the value that was printed on the money. When did the bills we use today first come into circulation? In 1913, the government stopped letting private banks print their own money. The government bought all existing notes from the bank, and a new system was started. The government bank began issuing all the notes. This was the beginning of the bills we use today, but these bills were bigger than the modern ones. In 1929, the Federal Reserve redesigned the notes and made them smaller, and they've remained that same size ever since. So that's a lot of different sizes. Oh, that. All right. Quick review. M&M's Count to 100 book. So in the public schools, they have 100th Day, and they wrote this book to use on the 100th day of school. And every school's 100th day falls in the same 1 to 2 week period, but some schools start earlier. Some schools have more snow days. So everybody's 100 day is not the same. The M&M's Count to 100 book. And Grandma does not have 100 M&M's in the house right now. But I have 100 Cheerios. And we've done that. There's 100. But how do we get there? Let's do a quick review. In a package of M&M's, you get blue and red and orange and green and yellow and brown. Can you count to 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So easy anymore. What about to 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we get kind of the funny numbers, the teens. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And once we get to the 20s, we just put the same numbers behind it, and we go 21, 22, 23, 24. Or we get to 30, we go 31, 32, and 40, 41, 42. There's a real easy pattern. To start, please sort the bright green, color green, find one, then go on until 20 are seen. You know, in any given bag of M&M's, you might not have 20 of one color. So it's okay to count, however. But it's fun to find 20 greens if you can. Whoa! 20 reds, 20 greens, 20 yellows, 20 oranges, 20 blues. I can skip count by 20s to get to 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's a lot of M&Ms. So let's count them. If we make 2 rows of 10 out of each color, I get 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 10 is 30, plus 10 is 40, plus 10 is 50, plus 10 is 60, plus 10 is 70, plus 10 is 80, plus 10 is 90, plus 10 is 100. I can add them all up. I could also say 10 times 10 is 100. So everyone has their own number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100! Wow. Can we do our skip counting? We can count by tens up to 100. We can count by tens. Ready, here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There they are, 100 in a row. If we split them down the middle and scooch them apart, we can make groups of 5. And we can skip count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. And that's what we used to do when we played hide and seek as kids, because we were supposed to count to 100. If I take those groups of 5 and push them apart in groups of 2, we can skip count 100s by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. Bunch of ways to get to 100. By 1s, by 10s, by 5s, by 2s. Just Enough Carrots by Stuart Murphy. Illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. It's probably a Czechoslovakian name, and it's a name from another country that I don't know how to pronounce. Sorry about that, sir. Just Enough Carrots. There at the grocery store, mouse and kangaroo and the bunny family. I see a giraffe. I see the elephant over here. Enough carrots. I want some more carrots. I really like carrots. When you eat them, you munch and you crunch. Carrots are pretty yummy. I know there are many who have many more carrots. But we just have one little bunch. Is that enough for a family of bunny rabbits? How many would each bunny get? Probably only 1 or 2. Yes, horse has more carrots, but bird has the same amount as we do. An elephant has even fewer. Our carrots, more carrots, same carrots, fewer. Hey, do you remember those funny symbols we used? The bigger side says greater than, the smaller side says less than, and then the equal means the same. Less than, more than, or greater than, fewer than. All those words are important to compare. We have too many peanuts. I don't like to eat peanuts. First you chomp, then you chew, and you chew. Grandpa likes peanuts. Not as much as popcorn, but he likes them a lot. I'm sure there are people who have fewer carrots. Why can't we buy just a few? Yes, squirrel has fewer peanuts, and the bird has the same amount. An elephant has even more. Our peanuts, fewer peanuts, same peanuts, more peanuts. Please don't buy any worms. I hate worms. They squish and they squirm and they crawl. But Grandpa wants them to go fishing with. I'll bet there are others who have fewer worms. Let's not buy any at all. Yes, elephant has fewer worms, but frog has the same amount. And bird has even more. Our worms, fewer worms, same, more. You don't have to eat peanuts, you don't have to eat worms. And we have just enough carrots to munch. I bought all these peanuts and all of these worms because elephant and bird are coming for lunch. Chomp, chomp, chew. Squish, squirm, and crawl. Munch, munch, and crunch. Yummy carrots for lunch. Just enough carrots.